we have a request. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name is Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Thank you, Brad Taggart, for being a great supporter and sending out the coffee donation. I really appreciate it. So we have Sons of Legion. Sounds like a metal band. Angels. Okay. Live from the barn, acoustic performance. Maybe not metal, or maybe metal turned acoustic. We're going to find out because I have never heard of this group before. Sons of Legion is a unique mixture of authentic soul, folk, and rock music. Okay. Is there anything else here on Google, though? Not a lot. Okay. It seems that they go back to 2019, something like that. So they've been around for at least 6 years. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to this. New music, I like it. I always get this feeling of like what's going to happen, you know? Curiosity. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's begin.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
He walks into the box that he calls a home. Half a cigarette is lying by the stove. He don't talk to God, so he listens to the news. It tells him he ain't safe and the world is ending soon. He says, why am I so ugly? And why are you? And why do all these lies seem so much closer than the truth? Have I lost the virtue of patience? Did I slip right through the cracks? And if I'm losing my way, how do I get back? My faith has been shaken. We're all out here waiting for someone to save us, but maybe we could be angels. Maybe we could be angels. He waits at a traffic light that used to be a stop sign.
The
There's
harmonizing.
a girl begging on the corner with hunger in her eyes. Now she's too young to drink, but too old to get high at home. Or so her mama thinks. Now she's out here alone. See a businessman walk by with a briefcase and a suit. He's yelling on the phone, cause he's getting some bad news. He said his son ain't doing too well, that he OD'd in the park.
Oh.
But could he save him? Maybe we could be angels. Maybe we could be angels. Maybe we could be angels. Yeah, yeah. Oh, angels. We could be.
Just waiting for the video to end here. Okay. The storytelling here is convincing. It's very strong. First things first, we hit the like. I subscribe to Sons of Legion, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. So this came out in March, about 6 months ago. Okay. It does look very recent, but I was still wondering. Oof. Kind of a tough story. I do like how this was filmed in a barn, first, with the visuals here. It probably has good acoustics, right? Being in a barn, especially if it's mostly empty, but it also gives it authenticity. It definitely conveys this vibe of like honest, down to earth, legitimate, just like raw music, right? They're not trying to decorate this or make it seem like something else. It's, stripped down, acoustic. Their voices super solid. This guy, and forgive me, I don't know his name. Maybe you guys can comment down below their names. They're both very good. Maybe Brad, does he remind you of Cat Stevens? It could be because I've been reacting to a lot of Cat Stevens on my other channel. Feel free to check it out, GeorgeTheCloud Classics. But yeah, there's some attributes there that remind me a bit of Cat Stevens in his like demeanor, the way he looks and how he looks when he sings. Serious, focused, deep in thought, and a little bit parts of his voice. The story is like I was trying to pay attention to it, and maybe I missed some things, but I would like to see if I can find the lyrics for this story, because it's as if they were, how when like you have multiple things going on at once, but they combine them together, and so you picture them in your head as like, okay, this is going on with this girl that's saying like she's too young to drink, and then this is going on with this businessman that he just got a tragic call about his son. So it's like, how do they combine? And I guess the theme here is angels. So, oh good, we have the lyrics here. He walks into the box that he calls a home. Half a cigarette is lying by the stove. He don't talk to God, but so he listens to the news. It tells him he ain't safe and the world is ending soon. So that right there just paints a strong picture of like, okay, you're kind of getting the idea. This guy's, smoking cigarettes. If he's in a box, so he's not really like the most comfortable, even in his home. Doesn't talk to God, but listens to the news. And maybe the opposite of what you should listen to, talk to God and not listen to the news is what I say. He says, why am I so ugly? And why are you? And why, like talking to somebody else, like why, I don't know, like his wife, why am I ugly? But also, why are you so ugly? Why do all these lies seem so much closer than the truth? Have I lost the virtue of patience? Did I slip right through the cracks? And if I'm losing my way, how do I get back? My faith has been shrinking. We're all out here waiting for someone to save us, but maybe we could be angels. Instead of waiting for other people to come into your life and make a change, you could just do it yourself, and you could do it for other people. In fact, when you think of other people, you actually, I think, become a better person. And like when you try to help someone else or reach out or make a change or give advice or something, it makes you think, and you could also give that same advice to yourself. So I think it's like a what would you call it? Like this therapy that goes both ways, right? Mutually beneficial. He waits at a traffic light that used to be a stop sign. Traffic light. I'm picturing this in my head. Waits at a traffic light that used to be a stop sign. There's a girl begging on the corner with hunger in her eyes. She's too young to drink, but too old to get high at home. Or so her mama thinks. now she's out here alone. So it's looking like the girl is not going on the right path here. See, businessman walk by with a briefcase and a suit. He's yelling on the phone because he's getting some bad news. He said his son ain't doing too well, that he OD'd in the park, but could he save him? So right there we get this perspective of somebody that's like sitting in their car at the traffic light, and in this corner the girl that is doing, I don't know what she's doing, but not doing good. And then the businessman that has things going on in his life, problems and stuff like that. So I'm getting this visual, right? And it's like you're taking in that heavy energy, and it's like maybe we could be angels, maybe we could do something to help them out, right? Man, it's making me think, like, if you're the one sitting at the car and you're seeing the businessman, going through, his son ain't doing, his son has OD'd at the park. Could he save him? But he's walking, right? He's on the street, let's say, the businessman, but you're in the car. You could be the one to help, be like, hey, I mean, if you knew the context and the story of the other guy, it's like, hey, let me give you a ride to the park and see if we can get there in time to help, your son. And the other girl, I don't know what you could do. Maybe like you can get in the car and we'll take you home or something like that if you're the right person to do that. But yeah, I like the tone of the song and how it seems mellow with the like the tune itself, the beat, the energy. It's mellow, but at the same time it's like deep in thought, and something that makes you like really think about life, about what we're doing, our path, and the effect that we could have in other people's lives. Let's go back to the video here. I was thinking the way he was playing the guitar, pretty kind of like basic strumming, like keeping on those same notes, right? Nothing super crazy. It's just kind of in that same wave. It reminds me of that other song. I forget the name, but it's like, give me one more reason to stay here, and I'll turn this thing around. Dun 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 dun. Oh, do 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 do. You probably can guess it by my exemplary singing of it. But yeah, it's like, for some reason, I think they have similar guitar strumming going on. But either way, man, for a first introduction, I think this is really great. And this type of music, in terms of lyrics, storytelling, raising questions, making you think, is very important, I think, for society, right? Because we have the commercial pop, we have the mainstream music, we have the dance music, we have all this here and there. But for us to sort of progress, evolve in a more intellectual way, I think this is the type of music that connects. It's like intellectual, even spiritual music that can awaken somebody and have a bigger impact on their life. This is a song that could save lives, is what I'm trying to get at. So I really like it. I'm happy to dive into the rabbit hole of Sons of Legion. If you guys have more suggestions, comment, hit the like, subscribe. Please subscribe. And at the end, do a flip. Till the next.